In today's video, we're going to take a look at how a PDC title winning darts player won money from others whilst cheating, throwing standing so close to the board. Aaron Dyer is a 32-year-old former PDC darts player who began playing this sport at the age of 14 and as he got older began to practice hard every other day as he dreamed of turning pro. In 2010, he appeared in the WDF Boys World Masters where he managed to beat future PDC tour card holder Nick Kenny 4-2 in the last 64 before losing by the same scoreline against Curtis Atkins. He began to get good results in senior events by 2014 and in that year he managed to reach the last 16 of the BDO International Open, beating Mick Baker before losing out to three-time BDO World Champ Glenn Durrant. That year also saw him debut in the prestigious Men's World Masters where he whitewashed Phil Speak before being whitewashed by Belgium's Hert de Vos. In the summer of 2015, he went on a great run to the semi-finals of the BDO International Open, beating BDO World Champions Wayne Warren and Ted Hankey on the way before losing 5-2 to Martin Phillips. Shortly after that, he made his PDC debut at a block of Development Tour events. He lost his first game in his debut event, but then, in the following event, he went on a run to the semi-finals where he was beaten in the deciding leg by Benito van der Pas, who that year played in the World Championship and World Match Play. On the following day, he began with a run to the last 16 where he lost to Max Hopp, who also played at Ali Pali at the start of that year. In the final event of the block, he went on another run to the semis in a run which included wins over both Josh Payne and Nathan Aspinall before he lost in the decider to Dimitri Vandenberg. At the next block of 4 events, he only got past the last 16 once, but that was on a run to the final where he managed to beat Sean Griffiths 4-1 to secure his first PDC title, a big moment for any player. That win helped him to finish 9th on the Dev Tour Order of Merit despite the fact that he missed the first 4 events. He got a spot in the World Youth Championship but was beaten by 8th seed Barry Van Peer. He played on the Development Tour again in 2016 but had a poorer year, with his highlight being a block of events where he managed to reach a final, losing 4-2 to Dean Reynolds, and a quarter-final after a run which began with a 40 win over Dimi Vandenberg. He did pick up a win in the World Youth Championship that year, beating Danish World Cup player Daniel Jensen 6-4 before losing 6-2 to Anton Kolsov. He switched over to play on the Challenge Tour in 2017 and managed to win his second PDC title in the first event of the year, beating Mark Frost 5-1 in the final. On the following day, Dyer won another PDC Challenge Tour title, his second of the weekend, beating Mark Wilson 5-2 in the final. In the rest of that year, he made 2 more Challenge Tour quarterfinals but was unable to win another title. That saw him end up 5th on the Order of Merit, £150 off of Peter Jakes and £300 off Luke Humphreys. I wonder whatever happened to him. Around this time, Dyer, who was working as a waste operative for Gloucester Council, spoke about how he hoped his good form could help him turn pro. In an attempt to do that, he attended Q School for the first time at the start of 2018, but across the 4 days, he only managed to win 2 games, nowhere near enough to get a tour card. He then appeared in the first 8 Challenge Tour events of that year, but lost in the first round on 6 occasions. The last of those events came in March 2018, and we've not seen Aaron, a 3-time PDC title winner, play in the PDC since. But in 2020, he was involved in a cheating controversy that he is perhaps most notable for. The coronavirus pandemic saw online webcam tournaments become popular, with the PDC even hosting a home tour. The PDC event saw several players accused of cheating, notably when Jelle Klaasen called this start a tops as in, and when James Wade said that this was a 180. It's hard to prove either of those allegations, as the camera quality was bad, but an incident involving Dyer was much clearer cut. In lockdown, Aaron would regularly play in paid online webcam events with prize money. In one of those tournaments, Aaron faced Darren Johnson in the final, and fans watching online could tell something strange was happening. Let's have a look.
140.
If you didn't notice, Aaron's hand could be seen in the bottom of the frame when he was throwing, suggesting that he was standing very close to the board. Take a look at his last throw again.
140.
Aaron was winning several games around that time and had apparently made over £1,000 from these online games. Other players involved in the event suspected he was cheating by standing close, as he was always very quick to retrieve his darts, but it became more noticeable when he was asked to move his camera. At the time, a video also came out showing how Aaron was easily able to hit a 180 standing close to the board. The tournament organisers released a statement saying that Dyer had made a mockery of the event by cheating, standing around 2 or 3 feet away from his board. They stated that they were able to confirm this and that the money he won would be transferred to a different event. Former major champion Dave Whitcomb tweeted saying that it was very sad to cheat in an online event and that it exposed the player's character and gave them a stigma that would never be forgotten. Aaron released a strange response on Facebook saying that he suffered from depression and anxiety as well as had a gambling addiction, which is unfortunate but none of which are relevant to the incident. He added that he had dartitis, which sometimes caused him to lunge far forward and sometimes walk down the oche still holding a dart. He says this caused him to throw from the incorrect distance sometimes. Many felt that was a terrible response and only dug him a deeper hole as it used some poor excuses. Aaron went on to block the tournament organisers on Facebook and delete his account. As I said, we haven't seen him in the PDC since this, and not in any big events, but a player under his name has recently been playing on the ADC circuit, posting averages in the 50s and 60s. As a 3-time PDC title winner, Aaron clearly is talented, but if he was cheating on that day, which looks highly likely, he made a very poor decision which has given him a bad reputation in the game. I'll show the clip one last time so you can comment what you think about it down below. Thanks for watching this video. If you found it informative, don't forget to subscribe, as currently less than 17% of you are. Also, hit the bell icon to turn on notifications so that you get notified whenever I upload a brand new video. Also, leave a like. Thanks again.